Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Josie's Point of View, where we focus on human interest stories from the Carolinas and beyond. Today's Thursday and it's July the 27th, 2023. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, I'd like to extend to you a warm welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you find the information here to be informative. And if you're a returning viewer, by all means, thank you for coming back. You know, I always say the tide changes so frequently here on these YouTube streets that you always have to acknowledge where your support comes from. And I want you to know I sincerely thank you for your support. Feel free to like and to share this video. And don't forget to subscribe. And our story today comes from the Marine Corps military installation here at Camp Lejeune in North Carolina. Take a look at the headline. And it reads, 3 Marines found dead in a car near Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. I'll provide you with a summary here, and as always, I'll place links to a few of the full articles in the description box. Earlier this week, we learned of the untimely deaths of 3 active duty service members, and the subsequent findings has left the community in a state of shock and searching for answers. But through it all, we're completely confused as more information is made public. The pieces are slowly coming together, and we are desperately searching for an answer that makes sense. The tragedy unfolded this past Sunday morning, and it was in response to a missing persons report. Apparently, the mother of Marine had filed that missing person report after her son failed to arrive home on a flight the previous night. Now, that Marine he was expected to come home to attend his grandfather's funeral in Oklahoma, and when family members were at the airport and he did not arrive, they began calling the area, calling local hospitals, and even calling the jail in North Carolina. And that mother contacted the sheriff's office and initiated a missing persons report. And it was the tracking device on the phone of the missing Marine that allowed this mother to be able to direct authorities to a specific location in search of her son. So police were on the alert, but Pender County Sheriff's Office was totally unprepared for what came next. Around Sunday morning at approximately 9 a.m. in the parking lot of a Speedway gas station approximately 1 hour from the Marine Corps base, police came across 3 unresponsive men in a privately owned vehicle. All 3 men were deceased. It was later revealed that all of the men were active duty Marines, all lance corporals assigned to Camp Lejeune here in North Carolina. And this is the gas station, the Speedway gas station where they were found. Now, reports say it was the Speedway gas station on U.S. Highway 17 in Hampstead, and it was roughly 40 minutes from where they were stationed at Camp Lejeune. The 3 deceased Marines were identified as 19-year-old Tanner Halterberg of Madison, Wisconsin, 23-year-old Marax Dockery of Oklahoma, and 23-year-old Ivan Garcia of Naples, Florida. All 3 men were motor vehicle operators with the Combat Logistic Battalion, the 2nd Combat Logistic Regiment of the 2nd Marine Logistic Group. So they were buddies, or at least I should say they worked together in the same location on the base, and now all 3 are dead in a POV at an off-base gas station approximately 40 miles from Camp Lejeune. And of course, there was shock, and then there was fear in the community with lots of unanswered questions because, you know, when you have an investigation, the police don't always tell you everything they know. How did these folks die? Were they murdered? Were they part of the existing epidemic that's claiming the lives of so many young people? We didn't want to speculate, but we wanted to know. And you know, the authorities would not even make it clear as to whether the deaths were accidental. They were just not saying anything at all. But you could understand that. They were being tight-lipped. They also said they did not know how long the car had been in that location before it was found. And I'm saying this is a public gas station. People are coming and going. It definitely could not have been there for days. Now, it may have been there, you know, they may have come there during the night, but it definitely could not have been there for days because somebody would have seen it. I'm pretty sure of that. And it was a relief when police said no drugs were found, and they also said that foul play was not suspected. But then if there were no drugs and it's not foul play, what happened? Because you've got three dead Marines. How did they die? We would have to wait for the coroner to release the autopsy report in order to get that answer. And you know, the authorities acted pretty quickly because this was Sunday morning. By Wednesday afternoon, we already had the coroner's report. The autopsies had been completed, and the coroner confirmed that the three Marines who were found deceased at that North Carolina gas station, that they died of carbon monoxide poisoning. Oh my God. Is this making sense? Absolutely not. It's not making any sense at all. Now let's meet all three of these young men. Now, Lance Corporal Dockery was a native of Oklahoma, and he was the youngest of five siblings. His mom told one of the newspapers that he joined the Marines for personal growth and for the opportunity to travel with the possibility of making the military a career. Now, he actually joined the Marine in 2020 and had assignments in San Diego, Camp Pendleton, Fort Leonard Wood before coming to Camp Lejeune. His military awards include the National Defense Service Medal, the Navy Meritorious Unit Commendation Medal, and the Global War on Terrorism Service Medal. Now, Tanner Kaltenberg, age 19, he was the youngest of the three. He entered active duty in May of 2021. He had attended the Verona area high school where he excelled in sports, specifically baseball and hockey. He had prior assignments at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, and in San Diego prior to coming to Camp Lejeune. And his military awards include the Defense Service Medal and Sea Service Deployment Medal, Navy Arctic Service Medal, and the Global War on Terror Service Medal. And Lance Corporal Ivan Garcia, age 23, of Naples, Florida, he had been on active duty the longest of the three. In fact, he was a graduate of Lilly High School in Naples, and he entered active duty in July of 2019. He had been at Parris Island in South Carolina before this recent assignment at Camp Lejeune. His military awards include the National Defense Service Medal, the Navy Meritorious Unit Commendation, and the Global War on Terror Service Medal. Now, the commanding general of the 2nd Marine Logistic Group did issue a statement in essence saying, "My deepest sympathy and condolences are extended to the family, friends, and colleagues of Lance Corporal Kaltenberg, Lance Corporal Dockery, and Lance Corporal Garcia. Our focus is providing the necessary resources and support to those impacted by their tragic loss as they navigate this extremely difficult time," and rightfully so. You know, I will always believe this was just a horrible and an unfortunate accident. It's just too painful to imagine anything otherwise. And we want to remember those members of the family and friends who are grieving, not just the family that are blood, but the military family as well. We know this is just a shock to everyone. And you know, despite the fact that we're grieving, we still pause to acknowledge that three brave warriors, three brave Marine warriors, have completed their journey and are now resting with those who have traveled before them. And as much as it pains us to see them leave, it was their time to go. So Lance Corporal Dockery, Lance Corporal Keltenberg, and Lance Corporal Garcia, your mission is now complete. So rest well, my friends, and thank you for your service. And that's all I have for you right now. Feel free to leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about this video. And by all means, feel free to like it and to share it. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button. It's on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. And if you click on the bell that looks just like that one, that's the notification bell. If you click on that notification bell, you'll be the first to know whenever a new video is uploaded. I thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.